Alright, there we go. Right as my clock turned 8. Right as my clock turned 8. Let me... Here... Turn off display capture. What the hell? And create a... Boom! There we go. Anyways, hi, hello. Welcome to who may be here. Hello, VOD gang. I have 1 day left. I have 1 day left to get everything done. I think... What's it called? I kind of want to organize all of this real quick. So hi, welcome, everybody's popping in. But yeah, so we got a little bit of work started. Where are you? Here we are. We got a little bit of work started on like the second half of the first set, but I think I want to organize this a little bit just to here. Let's go new. What's the aspect ratio? Okay, let's see 7x6. So new 7,000 by 6,000. Create. Man, if only the card frames weren't on the same layer. That's so annoying. Yeah, hi, welcome. Thanks for liking. Okay, where is this? Oh, it's on my desktop, I believe. Right? Where is this? Where's it saved to? I actually have no clue where this is saved to. Anyways. Chat, Reva, today's Miss Rax's birthday. Sorry for late. It's all good. If anything, what's up? You're literally on time. Stream just started. But yeah, what's up? If you gotta go off and do stuff because it's Miss Rax's birthday, then you know, do what you gotta do. But yeah, music's on. Yeah, I got you. But yeah, happy birthday, Miss Rax. Anyways, but yeah, you aren't late at all. You are literally right on time. Stream literally just started. But like I said, if you gotta go do something, then if you gotta go do stuff because it's Miss Rax's birthday, then like. By all means. Damn, where did I save this? Here it is. There we go. Okay, set 1 first half. Let's call it set 1 first half. There we go. Anyways, hi, welcome everyone who's popping in. Alright, actually, let me put the pin up. Wait, Pizza Wings play video games and I ingested my special plant cookies. Ooh, loo. But yeah, what's it called? Yeah, again, like, happy birthday, Miss Rax. Hope you guys are doing alright. Well, not alright. I feel like I say that every single time, like, something happens. I hope you guys are doing great. There we go. Okay, let me put up the pin real quick. Hi, welcome to stream. Today, I'm designing cards for a TCG I'm making. Feel free to ask me whenever if you want me to tell you how it works. I have a short on my channel explaining it, but I'm happy to explain further. There we go. Anyways, yeah, let's do that. There we go. And pin. There we go. Alright, so I save this. Okay. Let's see if I can't. Alright. Please tell me that the... No! Okay, yeah, the card frames are a different layer. Unlucky. Okay, so first off, I'm going to steal this. Control-C. Control-V. Control-C, Control-V. Are there any archetypes based off VTubers? No, and I don't think I will make any based off of specifically VTubers for a good bit. Okay, that's 1, 2. But yeah, I don't want to make it too archetypal. Like, we do have some, like, we do generally have, like, archetypes, yes, but, like, I do want it to be more, I do want things to be a bit more generic, you know? Like there will still be archetypes and shit. Just like not as like, it's not gonna be as like archetype centric as Yu-Gi-Oh is, you know? Okay, so this is the template. I'm just gonna label this template. There we go. Let's group all of these together. Control G, Control E. Oh shit, what the hell? There we go. Control C, Control V. Oh, my piece is gonna shit itself. Okay, 1, 2. Oh, good lord, my PC really doesn't like it when I do this. The live twins are based off of VTubers. My friend from Japan told me. Yeah, the live twins are based off of VTubers. Yeah. Control C, Control V. Oh. It's 4. Merge layer. Control A. Control C, Control V. So it's 2, 4. Oh. Control C, Control V. There we go. I think I just go Control C, Control V again. So there's 60. Yeah, okay, cool. Control A, Control B, E, E. Card frames. There we go. And then we're just gonna have a new layer here. I'll start later because my laptop died. So I'll watch you when my main minutes kick in. But yeah, so you don't have to watch the short specifically. You know how stuff works probably. But what's it called? Yeah, it's just for anyone new who pops in. Okay. Card frames. Okay, we're gonna start copying shit over. Control C, Control V. Just gonna kind of match that over there. Okay, so there's an atomic card. There's these two. I'm going to go one by one because the spacing is different. Control C, Control V. There. Control A. Just gonna make sure I save every single time I can, because like this is going to explode. Also, hi, welcome if anyone's hopped in. So that's recharge. Yeah, I'm gonna stick all of these like next to each other so they're easier to freaking, you know, design. Or just look at. Control V. Because like, especially with like these bigger kind of, especially with like all the different like related cards and stuff, it's nice to have them all in one place so I can kind of look at all of them next to each other. Oh, this is not gonna fit. 100% not gonna fit. Control C, Control V. Definitely gonna have to shift the text around. Control A. Or not. Okay, a little bit. We get to like merge all of these in. Just want to stop by and say hello real quick. Also, I want to know if you had finals yet. I have not had finals yet. Yeah, welcome in. Welcome. Okay, this is B. Just gonna stick the draw one card down here. What's this time? Yeah, hello. I think I'm gonna have a lot of cards just kind of draw you stuff. Okay, there's Drake. I'm gonna grab Hatchling. There. God damn it. Control C, Control V, A, drag, B, rewrite the word tagged, this is disgusting. There we go. And then there. Wish you luck with studying and see you later. Bye bye. Thanks for hopping in. Anyways, right. Atomic hatchling. Wasn't there another one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, there was just 6. Okay. So they're the atomics. Dunk. I'm gonna keep them in their own layer. Just in case, just sort of, you know, just in case. Let's like save this. Let's go take all the ants real quick. There. Control C. Control A, Control V. Drag. I think I'll like stick the vanillas all along the bottom row. Control A. Ant. Control C. Control V. Control A. Drag. Enter, Control A. Your model gives off the aura of jaded office lady wearing her high school uniform and attempt to feel young again. No. But yeah, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. I'm just doing some housekeeping, moving shit around. There we go. Control C, Control V. There we go. Enter, Control A. That's 3 of them. These are gonna be so annoying to port over. I think after like all the archetypal shit, I'm just gonna, what's it called? Control C. I'm just gonna like write things manually. It might actually just be faster. Okay, ants dot dot dot. Here. Nice. Control A, Control V. Ow, my mouth hurts. 07. Casual. Okay, wait a minute. There's only 6 here. What the fuck? Does it just look like that? Yes. There. Close enough. Okay, so... Oh, I forgot! Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What the fuck? Did I not take Atomic Overdrive? I did not. Okay. God damn it. Control C, Control V. I knew something was off. There we go. Make out the moves cards from charge to drop. I forgot the order just backwards. I think, what's it called? I feel like I don't want something like that because in effect that kind of just gives you, what's it called? I don't like how much like free material that gives you. Cause like I think, I had this like written on my like initial design doc, I think I removed it. But like I don't want things moving backwards through the chain of order. Cause like that's how you start getting infinite loops. And like while we do have rules regarding infinites, I feel like if infinites are just too easy to naturally do, then it just makes things like really annoying. And I feel like something like that definitely enables that. And there. Control A, Control S. Okay. Oh. You go here. Those go there. Ants. Hear me out, it would be cool. Like, yeah, no, it just allows for loops, because, like, what's it called? You charge something, and, like, what's it called? Yeah, it literally just gives you back the materials you used to pay for costs, and just kind of nullifies the fact that, like, you've paid a cost. It like, sounds like it could be something that happens, like, oh, you'll just reverse the direction that cards go. It's just, what's it called? I can, like, clip the sides of this a little bit. Yeah, it's just... I feel like designing a card like that specifically is the worst possible thing I could do. Like, pay cost reversed. Like, what's the... I feel like, what's the point at that point? Because, like, what's it called? Let me do this real quick. Because, like, right now, you don't really care what exactly is in specific zones. Stick that there. It would be cool. No. Like, I think... Yeah, I think for that suggestion specifically, just straight up no. Like... There's really no justification for it, and it's like... God damn it. There. Yeah, there's no like real justification for that, and I don't really want to design something like that in the first place. Even if you like pay cost for it or whatever, like it's either it's giving you free resources or you're just losing resources for no reason. And it's neither also yeah, neither of those are like cool. Like either just getting resources for free or like not getting resources at all. Holy shit, I resized that perfectly. Okay, 1, 2, 3. This is 4. I'm definitely gonna redesign some of these like blue labeled cards here. There. B. Because you may want to specifically drain a card, but for... Okay. Because you may want to specifically drain for a card, but you have charges. Charge to drop. Like, in that case, like, if you want to drain, then... Also, if you want to drain, then you need cards in your charge and not your drop. Okay, there. And I think there's another one up here. I forget the order. Yeah, what's it called? It's like... It's a drop to charge, charge to drain, and then... Yeah, it's like drop, charge, and drain. Yeah. Where the hell? There you are. Let's like resize this real quick. Also, I welcome anyone maybe popping in. It's charge. It's drop, charge, and drain. Yeah, drop, charge, and then drain. So like moving a card from charge to drop gets it out of the way, so you can't use those cards to pay a drain cost. Okay. Did I tack a draw to all of these? Okay. Okay, here we go. What's it called? So you might have a bunch of cards you can drain. Okay, you might have a bunch of cards you can drain, but none you want to drop. So you can drain a card to move a card back to pay the drop cost. What's it called? Yeah, you pay drop costs from your hand. Hold on. But yeah, what's it called? Like, also, if the card is like in the destination, if a card is in drain, you can't use it for drain. I feel like I've definitely got to like clear up the naming stuff a little bit, maybe change things around a bit. But what's it called? Yeah, to pay drop, you like drop is discard, and like what's it called? So you'd have to put the card back in your hand and not back in drop. Because like if a card is in charge, then you can't, like if a card is in charge, you can use that to pay a drain cost. So like the entire purpose of this card is beat anyways. Like if you're moving a card out of charge, then you can't use it to pay drain costs anymore. If this card leaves the field. I'm super on? Yeah, you're good. Actually, okay, I'm just gonna rewrite the text down here. How's the power creep going? I'm mostly just moving cards around to a new dock just so I can see everything. Balance one of your units. If this unit leaves the field. Still first. Okay, this unit leaves the field. Drop one. Draw two. Actually, I don't need to rewrite the text. There we go. I'll just do that. If this unit leaves the field. Zap. So this is drain one. Draw a card. So like what I'm doing with these guys specifically is like you can like You can summon them for 3 charge, and then when you summon them, when they leave the field by, like, if you bounce, or like, if you have them leave the field by their own effect, then you can push it to the next zone and then draw a card. So like, this one bounces it, like this one bounces one of your units, so you put this back into your hand, drop it, and then draw 2 cards. No, okay. This needs to draw 1 card. That's, I don't know why I did that. But yeah. So, you drop this card, then draw a card. I think this is... This is the only one... Okay. This goes neutral, this goes... Yeah, okay. Yeah. No, they have... It has to be just one. They all make you go neutral. They just, like, replace a card in your hand. Reva looks a little different today. What did I miss? You missed absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing happened. There's nothing to be worried about. Zero anything to be worried about. Okay. If this unit... It'd be crazy if I made these draw 2. Leaves the field. Okay, so this is pop. So charge. Charge 1. Draw. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, draw 2 cards. I'm feeling crazy today. It's like, these make you go +1. Yeah, they all make you go +1 if you summon them. Also, bring for their effects, you can. What's it called? Specifically, yeah, the way that stuff works in this game specifically is like, all costs are optional. So like, that's already kind of built in. Okay, I'm gonna redesign this. Or, actually, no, this is fine. This is absolutely crazy, actually. So drop 2. Okay, so you're going down 3 cards. You go up 2 cards. Okay. So you go... I gotta come up with a name for this. Okay, call 2 X units. I'm just gonna call them... Draw 2... units from drop or charge, then draw 1 card. So you just go +2 off of this. Because, what's it called? You drop 2 and use this card, so you're going down 3 cards. You call 2 units from your drop or charge, so any of these guys. Yeah, any of these guys. Then draw a card. So you go -3, +1, and then both, like, the 2 cards you summon bounce themselves, so +2, +2. I'm absolutely crazy today. If you control, you know, okay, if you control a blue unit, this is ass. Actually, no, this is fine. Bounce 1 unit, then if your opponent controls 2 or more units. Okay, so let me rewrite this. If you control a... Oh. You control a blue unit. Bounce 1 unit. Then if your opponent has 2 or more, zap. Then, if your opponent controls 2 or more units, I'm just gonna make this. Okay, I think it was like charge 2. I don't remember. Charge 2. Zap 1 unit. There we go. Hello, question. Do you have Tabletop Simulator? You could play test the game there. You could play test the game there to check how it feels to play so far. Not really, actually. I think, what's it called? I know somebody else suggested like something that's like some kind of like free alternative. I can't remember what it was though. Okay, so play 1 unit from your hand. Okay, there we go. I should switch these around actually. Go here, pick up these. And then just move these over. There we go. Just kind of like move that last monster over. Because I thought that was a tactic for a second. I don't. There we go. There. And then grab this. But yeah, what's it called? I'm still kind of. What's it called? I don't really want to think about. What's it called? I don't really want to think about simulators just yet. But it is something I will have to do once I finish up designing all of these. There. Cool. Okay, so let's like kind of reevaluate the ants here. So these, I actually need to like reverse the order of these. So boom, grab these. Yeah. And then grab everything. Drag it over. There we go. Right, this needs to move. Oh god damn, this looks so annoying. Why is the text so close together? There. There we go. And then these two need to move. Here. Close enough. Okay, this one's just like barely off and it's pissed me off. I'm gonna skip this over just a little bit. Also, thanks for liking whoever did. There we go. Okay. Okay, just kind of replacing the 10Ks with the, okay, call to ant units. Call an ant unit from the deck. There we go. Okay. So are these okay? I feel like, okay, compared to these, which like draw you a shit ton of cards, I feel like these can like flood the board a bit more. I feel like Atomic Bomb, as funny as it is, I mean, okay. Okay, so I'm thinking gains 10k attack for every ant you control. Gains 10k attack for every ant you control. And I'm thinking ant you control. Okay, we'll have that. We'll put that effect at the bottom here, and then Crazy Crackus effect. Return all ants. Okay, all ant units from drop, charge, and drain to hand. There. Okay. I think that's honestly enough. Yeah. I think Atomic Bomb needs to go up to like 6 or something. There. And then, if this card is removed from the board, tag all cards on the board during the end step. Call one atomic unit from drain. Then tag one card on your side of the field. Tag one unit, tag one unit. If this card destroys a unit in battle, drain 2. Tag a card. If this card is tagged. So they'll have like if this card is tagged. Call from drain, draw 1. Fuck, this card is ass. Tag a card on the field. I feel like, also I welcome everything that's popping in. I've definitely got to revisit this one. Okay. Place with a unit. There. Cool. Okay, so there's that, and then now we just have to port over everything else. Okay. Damn. Okay, so, oh my lord, this is gonna take forever. Okay, so let's just start. Grab you. There. Control C, Control V. I guess we'll stick all the boss units on this side. Control AB. We'll get this guy too. Oh my god. I think I'm just gonna reword this shitter. Not reword, I'm just gonna rewrite this shitter. So it's 20k, 20k, charge 7. Okay. So 20k, what did I say? 20k, 20k? Yeah. 20,000, 20,000. What was it? Charge 7. So it's charge 7. And cannot be destroyed by battle. I'll say cannot be popped by battle. Cannot be popped by battle. Drain 1, gain 1,000 attack. All the little bullet points here. Okay, so drain what was it? Drain 1, gain 1,000 attack. $1,000 attack. Okay, I'm gonna change the stream title to doing some reorganization. There we go. That's more accurate. Okay. Drain 1, gain 1,000 attack. If this card destroys a unit by battle, if this unit pops a unit by battle, it loses all its attack. and one other unit gains that much. There. And then just boss unit. There we go. Also, hi, welcome to Finish Upton. Okay, so there's another boss unit here. Copy, paste. There. Okay, so there also needs to be one more boss unit. Actually, I can just designate this as a boss unit. There we go. Okay. And then we start. Okay, so a journey without a name, draw 2 cards. Okay, drop 1, draw 2 cards. There we go. Triangle. Oh shit. That's whatever. Journey without a name. Okay, so drop 1, bounce this card back to hand. Yeah, so drop 1, bounce this card. $10K. Charge 1. Okay, so all units with less than 20k attack. Okay, less than 20,000. Okay, 20,000 or less attack. Gain 30,000 attack. This battle phase. Okay. Until end of turn. There. This is a unit. There we go. I'm just gonna put big ass check marks on everything that I've 1, 2, 3. Moved you, I moved you, I moved you, I moved you. Ants. I've moved all of these. Anything with a circle next to it, there we go. You. There we go. Okay, so drain 3, draw 1 card. How much was this? Charge 3. Just gonna do this for all the tactic cards. There we go. Also, hi, welcome if anyone's popped in. Draw one card. Work accident. So work accident. And then I'll make this like drop 3. Okay. Gains 10,000 attack for each element in drop. And drop 3, charge 5. And it's base 40k, 40k. Okay. This card destroys a unit in battle, can attack a second time. This unit pops another unit by battle. Second time. I think this one's 50, right? Yeah, 50, drop 3, charge 5. All the paints away. I don't think she did paints. Unlucky. Right. Drop 3. Charge 5. In your safe room. Draw one card during each of your end steps. What if I just said each end step? Drop 3. There we go. I don't like this. Your opponent can snag one of your units. Okay. This goes down here. It is charge X. Your opponent can snag one unit, then snag and okay, so your opponent also thanks for liking, by the way, welcome in. The way that this is worded, you just steal your unit back. So it's either you steal your opponent's unit back or your opponent steals your unit. Okay. Either you steal a unit back or your opponent steals a unit back. I think, yeah, we put player snag first. Or, ugh. Your opponent can snag 1 unit with total cost X minus 2. Then snag a unit with X total, with total cost X. Also, hi, welcome everyone who's popping in. I'm not exactly doing much like design right now. I'm kind of just moving stuff over, so like everything's a lot more readable. But what's it called? Feel free to ask me about how the hell this shit works at all. If a card on your field goes to drop, draw a card. Charge 3. So go up this way. Charge 3. If a unit on... Okay, if a unit you control goes to drop, I think we should definitely make this charge 1, draw a card. There we go. An instant. Did I do this yet? Drain 3, draw a card? Yes. Hi Bendy, hello, welcome in. Good work, accident. Atomic Overdrive. Borrow Brilliance. Drop 3, snag. Until the end step. There. So there's that. Oh yeah, I gotta move these guys over. Excalibur, Heart of the Hero. And it's drop 2, charge 2. Drop 2, charge 2, and then just charge 1. Pop a card. Okay, pop 1 unit. Okay, pop 1 card. There. There we go. I need Excalibur hard. Okay, so it's 6, 7. 20k, 30k. This one is 60, 70. Drop 4, charge 4. any Excalibur parts of the hero. Used for used as cost counts for 2. 2. What do I even call these? Just this. Also think. Welcome in and thanks for liking. Let's say drop / charge. Okay, 2 drop or charge. Okay. And then it's just charge 2, pop 1 card, and gain 10k. Okay, let me make that a little bit more clear. Charge 2, pop 1 card. Okay, let me get rid of this. Then gain 10,000 attack. There you go. Okay. And then Newton, Atomic Blade of Destruction. And then Newton. There. He said the same thing, right? Okay, drain 2, okay. 3/2, drop 2, charge 2. Was not. I feel like. Okay, drop 2, charge 2. Actually, make it charge 2, drain 2. Okay, charge 2, drain 2. Drain 2, draw a card. Tag 1 card. I'm just gonna copy this over. There we go. Okay, so boom. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Head on a pike. Turn 4 cards from drop to deck, then draw 7 cards. Okay, so drop what? Drop 6. I'm just gonna steal this as well. I'm lazy as shit. There, and paste. Oh. There. Just gonna like copy over the copy over the stupid little. Cool. Okay, how many left? Oh, yeah, we could port over all the vanillas, which would be pretty freaking easy. Okay, so if this is 4, 10,000, 10,000. Oh, this is perfect. 10,000, 10,000. Oh, 20,000. 20,000, 20,000. I'm an idiot. 30. I clicked don't shoot. Hello, welcome in. But yeah, right now I'm doing like some boring ass cleanup. But what's it called? Brain off empty. God damn it. Okay. 2, 3, 4. I can't count. But yeah, I'm mostly doing cleanup. But if you want the pin. Oh my goodness, the pin. But yeah. If you are really actually interested in whatever the hell's going on here, god damn it, 5. If you're actually interested in what's going on here, feel free to let me know. I'll onboard you and everything. Okay, that's 60, 70, and then 80. And then charge 80. Okay, charge 8. I'll lurk and absorb it slowly. But yeah, what's it called? Right now, I'm gonna kind of be just sat here, not like silently, but I'll start giving the explanation a little bit, because like I'm not exactly doing too much like actual card design. But we go charge 60. But yeah, so this game is like, I don't know how into card games you are, but how into TCGs you are, but this TCG is like very heavily inspired by Yugioh, but it has like the cards are actually your resource system. Charge 4. So there's, what's it called? I'm on my 4th locals back into Yugioh. Nice. Welcome back, honestly. I personally don't play too much TCG because it's like a little bit of a hassle, but god would I love to play way more TCG. Okay. I don't know if you couldn't tell already, but I'm a filthy Tearlaments player. I'm into it? Yeah, okay. But yeah, so it's basically like Yu-Gi-Oh! Except that the cards themselves were like actual resources. There are, in Yu-Gi-Oh! You can kind of pay like usually there are either no costs or you can just pay whatever. Like costs can usually just be whatever. Like for example, circular rate, you send a monster, you foolish a monster for cost rate, and it's not really a cost. Rough on boring, but we get better eventually. Yeah. But yeah, what's it called? Yeah, quote unquote cost. Yeah, shit like circular. But let me actually, you know, I'm gonna take a break from shuffling things around. Let me tick off a couple boxes. Boom, 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 boom. That's not even a check mark. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, this is just drop 6. It doesn't do anything. It's just drop 6. Okay. Anyway, you know what? Yeah, we'll make a. No. Okay. But yeah, so here's like the little chart and everything. But yeah, so in this game, costs can only be one of 3 things. They can be drop, charge, and drain. And what's it called? Yeah, they can drop, charge, and drain. And the way that you pay each is the name of the name of each is like the destination where the card goes. So if you pay a drop cost, you are discarding a card from your hand to the graveyard. if you're paying a charge cost, you move a card from drop, which is your graveyard, to charge. So you're basically banishing a card. And then drain is when you move from charge to drain. So that's like banish 2. You banish the card again, basically. I've like stolen the Yu-Gi-Oh board here, the monster zone but 7, the tactic zone, like the spell and trap zone but 7, and the hand but 7. We have the deck as well because it's a card game, and then the graveyard has been renamed dropped, and then we have the charge and drain zones, right? I'm better at learning games through playing, but I think I get it. Yeah, there isn't any game to play just yet. I'm working on like designing everything, but what's it called? Basically, here's like the little spiel that I give everybody. Here's the basic kind of effect card, right, that we have. This is Hexcalibur, Heart of the Hero, and the naming is kind of like Apollosa, where like Apollosa, bow of the goddess. His name's like, so Apollosa is the name of the bow and not the goddess. But basically, here it's like a 20,000, 30,000, right? So 20k, 30k. Both players have 150,000 life points because I like big number. But basically, this card has 2 summon costs. Think of these like the mana symbols at the top of a Magic the Gathering card. You can either pay drop 2 or charge 2, right? So you either discard 2 cards to pay this, or you banish 2 cards to play this, right? And then when you summon it, it has a cost. Okay, it has an effect with the cost charge 1, and you get to pop a card, right? So if you just pay, if you pay the charge 2 cost, like if this is like the first card you play your turn, you pay the charge 2 cost, and you just have like a 2/3, right? Which is like slightly better than the vanilla, which is like 20/20 for 2. This is 20/30 for 2, so it's slightly more. But if you pay the heftier drop cost, right? So you play this card from your hand, you go down 1 card, but you also have to discard 2. So basically you go down like 3 cards in hand to put this to the board. But now you have 2 cards in drop to charge away, right? So like you drop 2 cards, and then now you have like cards you can use to charge, right? So where is it? Yeah, charge 1 to pop a card. So it's basically Breaker the Magical Warrior twice. And because of the nature of this game, there are no once per turns. But yeah. So like you get to like pop an opponent's card as like temporary removal, or you get to pop your own card to sort of put stuff back in your drop to charge again. So theoretically, if you could just like keep infinitely putting units onto the board, you could just keep popping your own units. You could just keep popping your own units and then charging the units you popped to just keep going. But what's it called? Yeah. Oh my god, creating TCG. Hello, welcome in. I was just explaining the basic rules of the game, but if you want me to go over the rules again, feel free to let me know, because what's it called? I don't want to do work. Okay. Actually, is the name was a different card? Yes, it is. Okay, so it's 2/2. I don't want to do work so real. Yeah, what's it called? Yeah, like, I'm mostly just, I have all of the cards kind of designed here, but I'm just kind of moving things around because, what's it called? Yeah, I'm like reorganizing things just so the cards are easier to look at as a whole. But what's it called? Right now the card design is pretty Yu-Gi-Oh. We actually do have a couple archetypes. They're kind of small. Each of them only have 6 cards. 40k. So this is drop 1. So discard 1. This is drop 2. So discard 2. And this is drop 3. There we go. So have you tried using the Dexterous website for this? Also, seeing the stats are Yu-Gi-Oh times 10. Yeah, the stats are literally just Yu-Gi-Oh times 10. What's it called? Both players have 150,000 life points. Dexterous. Design game components quicker. That's neat. I have not looked at this. Thanks for the suggestion, though. I'll, like, bookmark this. Yeah, I haven't actually heard about that. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, today's a little bit slow because I'm doing boring-ass work and everyone's clicking off. I gotta move all of these guys. Units below 20k. Units below 20k attack. Gain 20k attack until the end of turn. This thing about doxx is can be exported to Tabletop Sim if you use that. Okay. I think, man, I probably should get Tabletop Sim. Units below 20k attack. Gain. What the fuck is that? That is not gain. And during the end, until the end step. Okay. Change, darling. To wait for me. Okay, that was drop 2. This is quick, isn't it? No. Drop 1. Okay. 2020, drop 1. I'm so fucking hyped for tomorrow. You! I have college tomorrow. I don't want to go. But yeah, welcome in. What's tomorrow? Drop 1. Okay, so charge 1. The survival horror I'm really addicted to is getting a content update. It's gonna add Super Hardman. I'm planning on playing the shit out of it. Well, that's nice. Oh, I don't want to go to college. It's on Monday. This is charge 1, I believe. I'm distracted as hell. Reduces units attack by 10k. Okay. Reduce this units attack by 10k. Increase a unit's attack by 10k. There we go. And I don't have to work. Oh, you got time off, don't you? Grr. Okay. That. You, I see you. Stupid ass line. Okay, so those 3. Drop 2. Add a unit with 20k attack with no effects. Okay. So this is drop 2. Add a unit with 30,000 attack or less with no effects, and then drop 2. Drop 2, add a unit with 30,000 attack or less instead. Is model 07? Oh yeah, let's load. Here we go. I'm like using the free version of Live 2D. Yeah, I'm using the free version of Live 2D on my phone. So like it just like dies every 5 minutes. Okay. This card cannot leave the field by effect. If you leave the field, What was I thinking? It's a 2010. It's tiny as hell. If it leave the field, charge for bounce. This needs to be 1. What the hell? Okay, 2. So this is 2010. Wow, you already have towers. I mean, what's it called? Because it's like 2010, it's like tiny as shit, you're meant to kind of just walk this over. How much was it? Drop 2, charge 2. Okay, drop 2, charge 2. This card. Okay, this unit cannot leave the field by effect if this unit would leave the field. Drain 2. Bounce this unit. There we go. Close enough. Okay. Yeah, instead of it being charged 4, just extra costs. It's the you charge 2 to move 2 cards from drop to charge. And then, what's it called? The 2 cards in charge you drain instead. But yeah, I haven't explained to you the so I haven't explained the cost system to you yet. But here's the little chart. But this is basically the Yu-Gi-Oh fields, right? The monster zone and the spell trap zone, except it's 7 because I like 7. The hand has 7 cards. We have renamed the We've renamed it Drop to Graveyard. And we replaced the 2 zones on the left, the extra deck and the field spell zone, to charge and drain. And basically these are like 3 sort of like stacked graveyards that whenever you pay the name of the cost, you move a card from the previous zone to the zone that's named, right? So like it starts from the hand, right? So if you want to drop something, it's hand to drop. If you want to charge something, it's drop to charge, and if you want to charge something, it's charge to drain. So for example, this card, right? Where is it? You can pay 1 of 2 costs, right? Think of these like the mana pips at the top of the Magic the Gathering card. If you pay charge 2, you have to move 2 cards. You have to move 2 cards from drop to charge. So this is 1, this is 2. And then if this unit would leave the field, bounce this unit. Like drain 2, bounce this unit. So you go boom, boom, and then the effect, like you pay the cost and then the effect goes to thing. Move 2 cards of, yeah, move 2 cards of your choice, yeah. Also, hi, welcome everyone. Yeah, 2 cards of your choice, not top 2. Also, hi, welcome everyone who's popping in. I remember someone mentioned that like this deck is very this game would like very facilitate a Tearlaments type deck very well because what's it called? Yo, quick question. I just saw the stream pop up. Do you know someone named Deus Complex? Not really. Also, hello, hi, welcome, Radio Cat. Someone named Deus Complex. Not that I'm aware of. I'm trying to look them up a little bit, but it looks like they're getting SEO'd. Yeah, it looks like they're getting SEO'd, sadly. Never mind, you look super familiar and thought you were friends with them. That's completely fair. What's it called? If anything, I'm flattered. Is this just Tearlaments but can't be de-shifted? Basically, what's it called? The entire thing. Okay, I don't want to say Tearlaments because you... Like, one of my core design principles is that you can't mill. Because, what's it called? Because this is sort of like cascading kind of graveyard system. You could move, like, you can just, if you have like 1,000,000 cards in drop, you can just charge 1,000,000 times. If you have 1,000,000 cards in charge, you can just drain 1,000,000 times. But like, you can't drop as many cards as you want, because you can only discard, like, you can only drop as many cards as there are in your hand. So basically you're bottlenecked by how many cards you have in hand. Never mind. Okay, no, got the flow, you don't. Got the flow, you don't have, yeah, like, if you were able to mill, like, milling just gives you free costs, and I feel like, on one hand, it would be awesome to just put Tearlaments in this damn game. But, like, on the other hand, it's, like, incredibly terrible card design because they just get to play the game for free, and it's incredibly unfair. I'll always be lurking, except for I'm not. But yeah, also, hi, welcome everyone who's popping in. Okay, how many cards left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I moved you. Okay, so these 4 cards. This guy's fun. Oh my god, look at all this text. Okay, so actually, as I'm porting this card over, I'm gonna kind of like walk you guys through this shitter. I'm gonna stick it over on this side here. Just here. X, X. So it has X attack, X. I think we're going with health for now. This little diamond tells you it's a tactic. Not this little diamond tells you it's a unit, and it is drain. Okay, it has 3 different costs you can pay. You can pay drop X, charge X. Okay, let me do this. So drop X. This is going to be really annoying. Okay, hold on. Drop X. Charge X. Drain X. There. Okay, close enough. So this thing has 3 effects. What about maybe a drop to drain effect? What's it called? I actually haven't really designed cards yet that move between zones. Because, like, there's, like, a cost, right? There's a drop to drain cost. Wait, oh, drop to drain effect. I think, also, quick effect, like, quick effect moving cards kind of feels like bestially, but instead of the bestials moving bodies, it's like, these would be bestials that kind of deny your opponent the ability to pay for cards. I feel like especially with the fact that, what's it called? I feel like especially with the fact that certain, like, charge and drain are so plentiful if you have enough cards to just keep flowing. Because, like, when your cards die in battle, you just get free charge, right? Deny resources, basically. Yeah, I've got to, design cards that move from there. I'll just, like, throw that down for now. But, good lord, we're gonna need hella space for this. Okay. You can have... So this is one of those cards. You can have as many copies of this card in your deck. Okay, as many cards of this copy... as many copies of this card as you want. So that's the first effect. You can just have... This is also a 60 card TCG, so you can just have 60 of this shitter in your deck. It's just a suggestion, take it with a pinch of salt. I think I definitely do want something like that because... Oh no. YouTube is dying on my end. Okay. Here. To play this unit... Okay. Okay. To play this unit... How did I word it? Okay, the total cards... dropped... charged... and drained equal the number of... Also, thanks for subbing, by the way. But yeah, what's it called? Yeah, also, thanks for liking, by the way. No, I don't want to reset my PC. Everyone's gonna leave. No! Okay, to play this, equals the number of copies of this card. Played this game. And then this unit's attack equals, oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, YouTube, okay. I think I'm gonna reset the stream in a sec. Equals X. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna reset the stream real quick. Hold on, let me... Okay, I'm gonna go... Okay, I'm going to the stream on my phone real quick. Oh no. I'm gonna reset stream real quick. It's gonna look like it ended. Hello? Oh. Okay, there we go. Hello? Okay, we should be back up. Hello. Hey, we're back. You're the only one left. The last one standing. Huzzah! Alright, let's like reopen everything. Yeah, the stream's back up. Welcome back in, everybody. But yeah, I really need to reorganize my room so I can like use the Ethernet cable. It's not like I'm waiting for you or anything. Me neither. Me neither. It's not like I'm waiting for you guys. Okay, did I do the Wordle yet today? Yes, I did. Okay. Huzzah, we're back. Okay, where's my pen? I put it down. There it is. And welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Huzzah, YouTube loves me. It does not. YouTube fucking hates me. There we go. Okay, let me put the BGM back up. And we are back to what we were doing. Okay. Anyways. I believe it's card designs. There we go. We only really need these two for now. Goes to 10. X. Okay. X. Low key, you know, be crazy if I do X, Y, and then Z. X plus Y plus Z. We're putting fucking algebra on my damn cards. There we go. Anyways, but yeah, so this thing is basically slimes against humanity or whatever from Magic. So this thing is basically slime against, and like it just gets like bigger and bigger and bigger the more that you, what's it called? Not linear equation canon. This is even worse. Actually, is this linear? No, this is factorial. Right? How does the factorial work again? This looks like a card released 2 years after the first set. Yeah, what's it called? We're like hitting the ground running. It'd be crazy if I designed a card that was literally just like factorials. What if I named this something like freaking... Okay, actually, how do we define this? Okay, so if we were to define this, it's obviously a sum, right? It's linear equation, except it's just 4-dimensional. Okay, so let's say X plus y plus z equals, I don't know, n. Equals n. So it's n, I equals 0. Okay, x plus y plus z equals n. So if n is like, is this effect gonna be common, or is it just this card? Just this card. Effects like this are not that effects like this will not be that common. There are going to be cards with like modular effect, like modular costs, but not something like this. If anything, this thing is actually relatively simple. It's just, I'm like overcomplicating this. Okay. If n is 0, do we even need, okay. If n is 1. No, I don't even need this. We actually don't even need this. It's just like n. Actually, oh no, there's got to be some way to use this. Doesn't matter how much you pay for drop versus charge versus drain, or do we just care about some? Yeah, we just care about some. We just care about some. What would this look like? Okay. Okay, so I'm just being flashy with it. There we go. We don't need that. Maybe we can list it as drop charge drain. What's it called? It's like, what's it called? The way that like the visual design of this works. Let me hold this back open. Yeah, the way that the visual design of this works is that each cost is its own little box like this, where like it's got like a shape and everything, and you put the number in the shape. What's it called? Opens up to design, like i.e. drop slash drain. Like honestly, at that point we can just do like we kind of just do this. What's it called? Just like the visual design of the game, just kind of like you just have like each of these boxes or whatever to kind of determine. What are you looking for? What do you want? Okay, my little brother came in and stole a hat. But yeah, anyways. Yeah, if anything, it makes things like a little less flexible because I can't specify. What's it called? Like, yeah, it does like get rid of needing to do something, but I don't want to have to like I don't want to have to like design new symbols where it's like drop charge or whatever. Like it would have to look something like this. I don't freaking know, where it's like this or something, and it'd just be weird. It'd just be really weird. But yeah, right now the system I have, it's just like way like we don't really need to over-engineer that too much, yeah. Anyways, right, where are we? Okay, so we got you. Okay, that's true. Yeah, it would kind of look cool, but it's like super cluttery visually. Okay, so here's Rampaging Reverse Serpent. Let me do this. I'll just do that. There we go. Oh. I forget exactly what this thing says. I think it's like, okay. Right. Okay, so drop X, charge X, 40k, 40k. What was it? Drop X, charge X. Actually, you know what I could do? Hold on. Yeah, let's do. Okay, that's not too visually obvious, but it's whatever. Okay, so drop X, charge X. To play this unit. Okay. X. Okay. X. Okay. 4. Okay, to play this card. To play this unit, X plus Y must equal 4. I love math. Do you envision this game having archetypes? Already we kind of do. So we kind of went ham. Yeah, we kind of went ham designing some archetypes already. What's it called? The first one we ended up designing was the atomic archetype after one of the regulars suggested we name something atomic something something, and we ended on the name Overdrake. And this thing, what's it called? I don't know how Yugioh pilled you are, but this thing is basically the Raigeki effect of Mirror Jade, where if this thing is removed from the board, it banishes all the cards on the board during the end step, and you can pay an extra cost to make it so that this card can't be banished this turn. 1200 hours Master Duel. Okay, then yeah, this is literally just Mirror Jade, but it can make it so that, what's it called? Yeah, this. Ooh. This doesn't make any sense. Okay, yeah, we get rid of this. There we go. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, this is just Mirror Jade. This is just the Mirror Jade fucking dies effect. Anyways, I gotta do something with this. Oh yeah, like actually yeah, this thing is literally just Mirror Jade. Yeah, we'll just stick on a freaking, I don't know, drain to tag a card. Tag a unit. Close enough. Is that fusion bias I see? What's it called? I'm not even particularly a branded player. I just like really like the design space of Mirror Jade. Here. Anyways. But yeah. So yeah, so we have Atomic Recharge, which is a searcher. A searcher that banishes a guy from your board as well. We have Atomic Meltdown, which is just banish and then pay more banish. And then what's it called? The two other units of this archetype, if they're tagged, like if they're basically banished, you can call them back from drain and draw a card for a drain 2. So basically, if this thing blows up and then like tags your other guys, they just come back for drain costs and then draw you cards. So tags removal, yeah. What's it called? So like drain is like the act of like paying a cost, but the effect version of it, where it's like moving a card from here. The effect version where you're moving, so the effect version where you're moving a card on field to drain is called tagging. Popping is popping, and then zapping is sending a card to charge. But yeah, so like this archetype basically plays around like banishing other cards than themselves to like gain advantage, and also uses removal. I want to replace this with I want to replace Atomic Overdrive here. It's shitty with another unit that like if it's tagged, you know, draw a card. Yeah. So the second sort of archetype we have are the ants. And the ants are basically like your sort of kind of like, they're your goblins. Not goblins. Are they goblins? Yeah, they're your like Magic the Gathering goblins. They're your sprites, right? They swarm the field a shit ton. Like they swarm the field with a bunch of little guys. And then they have like a couple cards that can sort of take advantage of that. I feel like they're kind of the weakest right now because they don't have any card draw associated with them. But yeah, I do want to like kind of redesign. I kind of want to like work these over a bit. And then this is like, what's it called? This is like my little. All of this was viewer suggested. Most of this was like, a lot of this was like viewer suggested. But so this stuff is like all stuff I've cooked. So we have three hand trap units that basically charge 3, you summon them, like you charge them and you play them, and then immediately afterwards you can bounce one of your units, zap one of your units, and pop one of your units. And each of these units, if they leave the field, drop 1, discard 1. Okay, if this unit leaves the field, you can push it up from the zone that they go to. So for example, bounce one of your units. So if this bounces itself, which means put back to hand, you drop a card, draw 2 cards. This one zaps itself, you can drain it. You can drain it from charge to draw 2 cards, and if this card, it pops itself, so then you can charge it from drop to draw 2 cards. So basically, no, okay. So basically, you either have a quick effect, like, you either have a quick effect 30-30, or you go +2 for no reason. It sounds kind of crazy, but these things are a little like, on the expensive side. We have like a 4th guy here that's a little cheaper. That just like plays a unit from your hand, so you can still do it anyways for 1 charge cheaper. You can tell Suureva thinks he matters. What's it called? Yeah, and then and then there's like the 2 tactics for this archetype. What's it called? This one brings out like this one essentially reads go +2, I believe. You play this card, drop 2, call 2 units from drop or charge, so these guys, and then draw a card, right? So you go down 3, +1, and then go +2, +2. Also, thanks for subbing, by the way. I'm back. Hello, welcome in. So this either gets you a shit ton of units, or this either gets you a shit ton of units, or you draw 2 extra cards. And then what does this do again? I can't remember. If you control a blue unit, bounce one unit, then if your opponent controls 2 or more units, charge 2, zap 1 unit. So like Ketu card design, where it's like if your opponent controls cards, then you get more. What did I do? No, wait, stop. Okay, there we go. Anyways. But yeah. So we do technically have 3 archetypes already, but I do want to design other generic cards to be just as strong, so that like you can kind of just make whatever pile you want. Okay, I'm gonna hold on. Okay, anyways, my dad made some extra ramen. I'm gonna go grab some of that real quick and be right back. And by head, I'm assuming things like chain links work similarly since you mentioned quick effect. Yeah, basically we've like kind of stolen the chain system, but yeah, I'm gonna be right back. Yeah, my dad made some ramen.
Keep chasing your mirage, and oh, it hurts not 'cause we lost an oasis because of me. And I can't do the things I want to, 'cause it's not what you'd want for me. Take a guess in the dark 'cause I love you, it's true. It always feels like every step leads to a storm, but baby, what's a rose without some thorns? So if you take my hand, the one I'll adore is you, is you. You always have to hesitate,
And I'm back. Alright. Anyways. Drop one, charge one. There. Okay, so drop one, charge one. To bounce this unit. There we go. Okay. Also, hi, welcome if I just popped in. And then Rampaging Revolts. Okay. There. Drop. Okay, drop extra checks. To play this tactic. This does nothing. This actually just does nothing. To play this tactic, the total cards dropped and charged must equal 3. Okay, to play... Okay, I need to actually give this an effect. Hold on. Drop X. Charge X. Chat, get raided. Oh my goodness. Hi, welcome. When we're too broke to raid, we just do manual raids. But yeah, I think welcome in everybody who's coming in from the raid. But yeah. What's it called? We're doing some TCG design for a theoretical card game that I'm creating. Also, thanks for liking everybody. But yeah, here, okay. To play this unit, okay, to play this tactic, okay, here, boom, 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 boom. To play this tactic, X plus Y must equal 2. Do you have a name for this TCG? Not yet, but I do want to be the one to name it. We got raided? Yeah, what's it called? But yeah, Glistener Elf here has done a manual raid. But yeah. Speak, lurkers. Make your presence known. Bounce. A unit. Then draw one card. Sure. What's a manual raid? I'm not familiar with YouTube raiding. Basically, you need to be kind of like big and bougie to have access to the proper raid feature. So TG Listener Love is just basically telling their viewers to pop in. Yeah. So like instead of having like the infrastructure, like instead of having access to the infrastructure to raid, anyone who wants to pop over just pops over. They limit who can raid. Yeah, you have to be a bigger streamer. I think, okay, how much do you need to raid actually? Raid feature YouTube. Yeah, I don't care about Raid Shadow Legends. How to use YouTube's live redirect. Okay, you need 1,000 subs and no community guideline strikes. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so we're like halfway there. Anyways. Yeah. Not sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Fuck Raid. Okay. I feel like I can get like way more creative than bounce a unit and draw a card. That's another Chekhov though. I think that's everything. Chekhov's gun. Hee 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 ha. I think that's everything. What's left? 1, 2. What? which is 2. Clearly I was kind of off because there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extra slots. So I guess we can stick the bestials in here. So how many would we need? I'm not going to include hand rep. Also, I have not actually paid attention to our, like, the mana curve of the set, not the attack curve of the set yet. What did I? Okay, 30-30. We'll just make them 30-30s. So, slots for bestials? Like, not exactly, like, the bestials, but, like, these guys. Ooh, wait. Move a card in a resource zone. Forward a zone. There we go. We actually have like uses for these keywords. Move a card in a resource zone. Back a zone. Hands not included. Okay. And hands not included. So instead of having a bunch of like annoying freaking blabber push and opponents, okay, push a card from an opponent's drop slash. Okay, these don't need to be bodies. These actually just don't need to be bodies. There we go. Okay, so it'll be drop or charge. And then pull a card from an opponent's. It would be drain or charge. But yeah, so we do actually have a couple keywords, but what's it called? The keywords aren't like Magic the Gathering keywords where they're like modifiers or something. These keywords are just kind of like game actions. And like there's not really too many. Okay, let me just like clean this up. But yeah, so we kind of really just have like the 3 removal ones. Spin and bounce are already used in Yu-Gi-Oh! I have just draw listed here. Adding is searching, snagging is, you know, they look like verbs. Yeah, they're just kind of like verbs that literally do describe player actions. Like in Magic the Gathering, they're just like keywords like kind of describe anything, but here like there's only going to be a select few. Yeah, there's only going to be a select few. Which are specifically these, right? The rarest one here is Abolish, where it's like literally just removed from play. But what's it called? Also, thanks for liking anyone who did like. I saw one from like 7 to 8 a second ago. But yeah, so it's just kind of like it kind of is like literally just debloat cards. Because like otherwise this would be like really cumbersome to actually word. So Abolish is beyond drop, charge, drain. It is quite literally just like remove from game. Like there's no zone for it, you just like take it out. I mean, I guess technically Yu-Gi-Oh! There's no like actual banish zone, it's just horizontal on top of the grave. But yeah. Okay, so we got like 3 more slots. But yeah, let me pull up the second half. Yeah, here's the second half so far. What's it called? You used to have a banish zone, it's slowly yeah. Okay, you used to not have, yeah. Cause like before it was just removed from play. Which is why a lot of cards like say removed from play. But then we kind of started like calling it like we kind of just started calling it banish. I'm a bit of a Yu-Gi zoomer, but I know my stuff. I know my stuff. But yeah, it's like, yeah. Then they invented banish face down. Yeah, banish face down is kind of just like the new remove from play. Yeah. Yeah, so like here's like there's like a couple new cards on like this side. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's like 11 cards on here. Only 10 of them are like that significant. But yeah, so these guys are like kind of crazy. What's it called? So okay, these 3 are kind of weird to understand. But kind of weird to understand the philosophy behind. This one, okay, all of these are free. I specifically chose charge because I like charge. But you do this, like you play this for 3, immediately pop this card. So you immediately put a card in your drop, immediately put a card in your charge, and then what's it called? Why do you draw 2 cards? What the fuck? Not what? What was I thinking? There. Cool. Oh right, it's because it. Okay, this is meant to put one extra card in hand. Okay. Let me just put extra. That took me a sec. Okay, I'm gonna make this just draw 1. Yeah, because there's no point in putting a card in like drain. I think that there is an actual banish zone in Yu-Gi-Oh nowadays, but I'm sure. Yeah, it's called like the banishment specifically. Puts an extra card in hand. Okay, puts upstart. Yeah, because these like go like was a okay, upstart puts a card in charge, puts a card in drop. Okay. Drop, charge, and then this is upstart goblin. Or you know what? No, this is going to give you an extra card. So this is Pot of Greed. There we go. Yeah, this is Pot of Greed in the sense that it gives you like, what's it called? Yeah, it's Pot of Greed in the sense that it gets you an extra card. But what's it called? We have up here, where is it? Where are you? Yeah, A Journey Without a Name. So we do have Pot of Greed 3. This is a 60 card. Also, thanks for liking, by the way. But yeah, this is a 60 card TCG, so it's what's it called? 60 cards, 4 copies, so you have 4 pots, like 4 Pot of Greed. But yeah, we also have this card, A Journey Without a Name, where it's drop 1 to draw 2 cards. So you put 2 cards in drop, replace those cards. You put 2 cards in drop. You put 2 cards in drop and replace 2 cards, which effectively gives you +2 charge. So like this is like, what's it called? This is like Pot of Greed draw 3, but instead of like giving you cards in hand, it gives you like 2 free charge. And then I also have, there's also like a card here. What's it called? There's this Goofy Silly that also looks like 4 of. What's it called? Because this card game like has a resource system, because tempo is a thing that exists, it's graceful charity. It's not really graceful charity. I mean, graceful charity makes you +2, right? Also, hi, welcome. Hello, welcome in, Luz. The last RD overframe is so OP. What's it called? I haven't seen it yet. But yeah, there's also this card where you charge 1 to summon it, but you drop 1 to bounce this card. So like, basically what this does is like, if you have 1 card in charge, you summon this card, like, you play this card, discard a card, put this card back in hand. And then the card that you discarded, you charge that to summon this card, and then you discard a card to bounce it back to your hand. And effectively what this does, it just puts your entire hand into the charge zone, I believe.
I can't describe how I'm feeling inside. All these thoughts clutter my dreams, making a fantasy.
Yeah, so this is basically like a loop that moves your entire hand to charge. So if you have any like drain costs or whatever, then it just gives you free shit. Also, welcome in everybody who's popping in. But yeah, what's it called? Where are we? And what's it called? I have actually thought about how infinites work. What's it called? Yeah. Next core boosters beyond the brave. I wonder what deck it would be. Oh yeah, what's it called? What do core sets do again? I remember. What's it called? I know like deck build packs give you like 3 decks or whatever, but like, yeah, what's it called? Imagine if we're done with Medius already. Imagine if we're done with Medius already. Yeah, anyways. So basically, like, the rule for infinites, if you find any, you're not allowed to... You basically can only do the first step of an infinite loop. If, like, during play, you discover a sequence of actions... What's it called? Wait, I haven't played with Medius. But yeah, what's it called? I mean, I doubt they would be done after, like, what, Doomsday, and then... Medius had a reprint, so no. But yeah, it would be really funny if the Medius storyline just ended there. But yeah, Beyond the Brave is definitely going to be more Medius shit. Anyways. But yeah, what's it called? So like, if a sequence of actions is considered an infinite loop when... what's it called? So like, when there's like a sequence of actions that is repeated infinitely without stop, every action in that loop is every action to accomplish that infinite loop is considered part of it. So like, those sequences of steps can only be performed once. What's it called? Yeah, if like during play, like you discover a new infinite loop, first you prove it's a loop, then you rewind the game state, and then you're allowed to initiate that that sequence of steps once. So like, what's it called? There are like finite loops, like for example, this card, or no, there are finite loops. Like this card is like a whole ass loop that just like puts your entire hand into the charge zone. But what's it called? If there are any infinites, I don't like the concept of infinites. Like you're still able to like do the first step of it, but what's it called? Yeah. Okay. Anyway. But yeah. So we have like 3 more slots in like the first half of the set. Let me do a. Just gonna merge these down here. Notes. To do buff ants. Anyway. Yeah, so there's 3 more slots here. I'll figure out what to do with it later. Oh yeah, there's this. I'm like forcing myself to make a bunch of different monsters and shit. A bunch of different units. You have a target number of cards you want to make in a set? Yeah, so in this first set I want to make 120. Right now we're at like 60 something. Can we have Red Zone? What does Red Zone do again? He's like a battle trick or whatever. If anything, I actually like the design space of Red Zone. Red Zone Dual Masters. Red Zone Roaring Invasion. Alright, welcome in, Satan. Welcome in. Okay.
Maybe I just have got to know, do you love me?
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out, right? Let's make him like 40-40, right? Actually, we'll make him 40-40. Okay. Actually, we'll move him over to the right side, just so there's more space. Newton. Okay. He can stack on a command to play for free when that command attacks. Yeah, so we're gonna have to like shift this around a little bit. We'll make it like charge 5. This card's charge cost is 0 during the battle step. And then what does he do? What if, okay, hear me out. What if I made him abolish? Are all charge costs quick effects? No. What's it called? The thing that differentiates like normal speed and quick speed is the shape of the box. So if the box is italicized, this is quick effect. And this is normal. So any costs that are quick can be activated at instant speed. And like in response to other things. Yeah. Peak visual design. Anyways. Okay, I feel like making him abolish is too crazy. What does the triple breaker part mean again? Okay, so that's like damage shit. Okay, so red zone's effect in the original game. So like it has like the evolution attribute, which means like you put it on top of one of your fire creatures, so like XC shit. And then invasion. So invasion fire command. Basically when one of your fire like are commands just like okay. But yeah, when one of your fire commands attacks, you may put this creature from your hand onto it. So basically anytime you swing, you can slam this down as like you can rank up into this shit. And then when you rank up into it, destroy all your opponent's creatures that have the highest power. Once per turn. So basically you just destroy your opponent's like strongest guy. I feel like pop is like not spin. I think abolish would be incredibly unfun. I haven't used the spin effect yet. Spin and opponent's unit. There. Cool. I think this is like not like too close, but like what's it called? This is close enough. It's like free during the battle step. I think that's like close enough to the spirit of it. And we have not used spin yet. Where you put shit back in the deck. I don't want to be on fandom anymore. Get out of here. Okay. Okay, so we get to anyone's battle step? Yeah, since it says like the battle step, it's just anyone's battle step. So this guy is basically like if Gores was like an evil fucking, what's it called? Evil ass. This is like evil ass like Satan Gores. This is a world where both players have 4 red zones in hand. Goes bam bam bam. There is a world, yes, where they just go bam 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 bam. Both players just like spin each other's red zones. Yeah, there's a world where both players spin each other's red zones out of each other's hands. So like both players just go down and just go bam 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 bam. That's incredibly funny actually. Okay, actually, you know what'd be really funny? Hear me out. Let's make this charge 3. This card's cost is 0 during the battle step. Your opponent snags this card, then okay, snag an opponent's card. There we go. I feel like that's funny the first time it happens to me, but afterwards I'll be like, ugh. Oh, don't worry, I'm designing 3 of these. I still need to put this into the notes layer. Worry intensifies. Oh yes, definitely worry. I'm like evil. Cause like, okay, let me drag this over here. We're making 3 of them. This is from this album? What the hell? I thought Let Me Dance was like Mio's song. What the hell? Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know this was an Aloha song. What the hell? Anyway. 40,000, 40,000. Wait, so we charge 5. This card's cost is 0 during the battle step. I'm thinking something crazy, like push everything. Okay, push every card in both charge zones. Ooh. Okay. Push every... Okay, this is disgusting, right? Push every card. Okay. Okay, I can like... Push... Okay, we'll say... Okay. Push up to 5... Okay, we'll say push up to 3 cards. In every... Okay, push up to 3 cards in both drop zones. Then push up to 3 cards in both charge zones. We're effectively... Okay, so basically... So 3 cards to 3 cards to drop, 3 cards to charge, 3 cards to drain. We're effectively giving both players -3 charge, -3 -3 charge, -3 drain. Let's make it 5. This is totally no, that's a terrible idea. Oh, okay. This shouldn't be free. So the first 3 can be different from the second 3. The first 3 can be different from the second 3. This has to go, actually. This cannot be free during the battle step. There. As funny as it would be, that cannot be free during the battle step. So this is basically like Mudora Keldo, in a way. Okay, I think we filled up the first page, right? Yeah, we filled up the first page. Look at that. And at a glance, eyes on me. Kill me. Okay, I think this was supposed to be 70, 60. Drop 4, charge 4. We're gonna do charge 4. Okay, so we only have 2 red zones. Charge, drain. Emptying opponent's charge. Opponent plays 4 red zone. Oh, okay. Okay, that'd be incredibly funny. I think this guy cannot be this big. This guy cannot be this big. Okay, I'm gonna make it like 20. This thing has to be tiny as shit. There we go. Cause like, okay, here's the thing. Like 40k in the grand scheme of things is actually pretty damn big. This walks over most like tiny guys. So like, okay, yeah, no, this has to be tiny as shit. But yeah, what's it called? There are like a lot of ways to like dodge targeted removal anyways. Hold on, what's it called? What if I added a dodge keyword that's literally just like awesome? Okay. Abolish the card until the current chain resolves. Okay. So I'm thinking red zone at 40k, red gap at 10k. But yeah, what's it called? Like, I genuinely don't think he can be 40k, because if you just slam down... Okay, no, I'm keeping the evilness of it. Because, like, there's no... Okay, there is a world where your opponent does have 4 red zones in hand, but, like, what's it called? Yeah. We already have, like, a tiny ass, you know. But yeah, just for you, Waz, we're gonna have fucking red zone. Okay, I'm looking at this card already. This thing is busted as shit, and I love it. Four times 40k is 160k. Welcome home, Tenpai. Oh, this does kill. 4 red zones on it. Okay, oh my god, wait. 4 red zones. Oh, 4 red zones kills on. Oh my god. Okay, 4 red zones kills on an empty board, but they make the board empty. Okay, what do we name this thing? Like, I think Waz, I want to give you the final say, but like, what do we name this shitter? Because like, genuinely, your opponent has like, if you have 4 red zones in hand, your opponent has full setup. Then like, you just kill your opponent for free. This shit is crazy. Harbinger something? You know, it'd be incredibly enraging. What if we made this card an anime girl? Not only is this thing busted as shit, it's a waifu card. Also, thanks for liking, by the way. Okay, so what do I like? What do I really, really like? I like Jiraike Menhera girls. I like, ooh, okay. I think I have an idea. Wait. Ooh, okay. Jedi is something. Wait, what if I name this? Wait, you know what would be the stupidest thing ever? The flavor text? This is terrible. This is actually terrible. If this was the flavor text, oh my lord, wait. This is easily the worst fucking thing I've ever designed. Card in fan.service and it's at the beach. Okay, I think it's too generic. It's too generic. This has to be like a Mesugaki. This has to be like a name slapper. Oh my goodness, wait. Okay, what's like a cute girl name that starts with S? Immediately Sheena comes to mind, but I don't think I want... Okay. Okay. Because like I don't want them to be like hot sexy, right? I want them to be like a bratty smug I want them to be a bratty smug Mesugaki. Like, what's it called? Freaking Mutsuki from Blue Archive. Sayu the Slapper. Sayu. Okay, we can go cuter. Like we can make this. Okay. Okay. We'll come back to it. This is evil. Waz, you have unleashed an evil upon the world. Anyways, yeah, this is the first half of the set. So kind of just like, I guess, what's it called? Just to sort of like go over this. Oh, we can redesign this one. If this unit destroys, if this card, okay, if this unit if this unit pops another unit in battle, drain 2, tag a card. If this unit pops, how did I word the other guy? Where did I put it? Okay, if this unit pops another unit, by battle, drain 2, tag a card. If this card is tagged, drain 2, call it from drain, draw a card. It is drain 2. If this card... Okay, gotta go back to work, Solar. Don't invent another OTK while gone. But yeah, thanks for popping in. If this card is tagged, drain 2, call it from drain, draw 1 card. There we go. Okay. Okay, we need to put another effect on Hatchling, because power creep. Okay. It's like a tiny little guy. We'll just say tag a, or if this card is tagged drain 2, call it from drain. Is this the ants? Where the hell is that? Card templates? Template? Atomics, ants, the blue one, generics. There it is. Okay. And then we'll do this. We'll do this, put a diamond on it. Control C, Control V, and then just paste it over. You'll have to see it. Okay, so we gotta do that. And then I feel like we definitely have to rework the ants. Also, hi, welcome if your name's popped in. So, let's do now what we can. Okay. Tag 1 unit, tag 1 unit. Okay, call 1 atomic unit from drain. And tag 1 card on your side of the field. Ooh, what if I just tag 1 unit you control. Okay, so how crazy is this? Is this an infinite? Okay, charge 2. Tag itself. Drain 2, draw a card. This on its own is not an infinite because you don't have a way to drop for charge. But basically, if you have like a shit ton of charge, you can just keep tagging this, draining, and then drawing cards. So you just draw a shit ton of cards if you have a bunch of charge stored up. I think that's broken as shit, but like, who cares? What's another kind of lizard? Oh my god, I just got an email that like one of my college assignments was graded. I almost shit myself. Freaking college jump scare, man. Okay, some catchling. I'll push it off for now. Anyways. Okay, we have all our vanillas down here. There's no reason to play these. Unless I invent Primite, but like, you know. Okay, so ants do technically have the 4-unit, 2-tactic kind of structure I've been following. Leave the field, tag it instead, and call 2 ant units with no effects. So we gotta drop this with no effects. Call 2 ant units from deck. Call an ant unit from deck. Cannot use its effects. Okay, we'll just say call an ant unit from deck because we're making these archetypes strong anyways. I think this is honestly just good enough. I think I would have to increase the power of these three. Okay, so charge 2 if it will leave the field. Call an ant unit from deck. So, okay, so ant would call what? Nothing. These things actually kind of suck ass, because like, a lot of these have like sort of like consistent effects, these don't. Okay, so I think I actually like this first effect. Okay. If the card dropped to play this card was an ant, call it from drop. What if I inherently gave all the ants the effect to just call an ant from deck with a different name? No, because then you just get 8 ants on board turn 1. If okay, we'll just say call 2 ants from drop or charge. I'm back. Hello. But yeah, what's it called? We made red zone. We made red zone. But basically, if you have 4 of this in your hand and your opponent doesn't have more than 5 creatures, you just kill. You just kill. So basically, it's a 40/40 for charge 5. This card's charge cost is 0 during the battle step. Spin an opponent's unit. So put an opponent unit back into the deck. Incredibly simple, but it's a 40/40 that removes your opponent's shit, and if you have multiple of these, you literally just kill. I was thinking the most enraging thing we could possibly do with this thing is make it a bratty, smug Mesugaki anime girl. So not only is it incredibly strong, not only does it have crazy removal, it's a waifu card. But like, what's it called? Have you got any cards that can play without cost? Oh yeah, we do have a couple free cards, yes. Here. We have these guys. This guy, let's go. They're not nearly as strong though. This just puts a card in drop, this just puts a card in charge. This just draws you one. And no, let's go. This returns a card from anywhere and play to your hand, so this is actually pretty freaking strong. But what's it called? I think we have to make this a boss unit. We have to make this a boss unit. How does this work again? Special cards that say that cannot be called, returned, and cannot be used to pay costs. Yeah, like this has to be a boss unit. If anything, boss units are actually weaker than normal units because they just have restrictions on them. Well, it's not that they're weaker, it's just you would rather your cards not be boss units. But yeah, so this thing is crazy. Cause like, what's called? If you just have 4 of these in your hand, you just shit it out. Oh, we also have a second one where you like, we have like a second smaller one that like trades cards with your opponents. This one might actually be worse. Cause like you just steal an opponent's big guy and replace it with this tiny ass little dude. I also designed like sort of like Kelda Mudora type card that pushes 3 cards from both drop zones and then pushes 3 cards from both charge zones, kind of just getting rid of like a bunch of cards for your opponent. Anyways, was redesigning the ants here. Anyways, so this thing probably this thing probably will actually just be as evil as Duel Masters Red Zone, but like what's it called? Ooh, I gotta design a bunch of cards that like dodge, because I included that. Right, what was I gonna do? But yeah, I do want to implement this. Abolish the card until the chain resolves. But what's it called? I don't have the brain cells for that yet, right now. Anyway, if Suna leaves this field, let's see if Suna's tagged. I guess, what's it called? Just straight up charge one, draw a card. Any funny out cards since I dipped? Oh boy. Oh boy. So, what's it called? We created a new boss unit upon Waz's suggestion. This is, what's it called? This is like codename Red Zone. During the battle step, it's free during the battle step, so you quick effect summon this to spin an opponent's unit back to the deck. And it's like 40k, 40k. So if you just have multiple of this shitter in your hand, you just clear your opponent's board for like 1 card, 2 cards, 3 cards, and you do like 120,000 damage. And we have like its little sister, right? Ratty Magical Girl gets outed by 1 tree. Good. Blackout from Duel Master would also be cool. Let me check this out, because like currently I don't like the effect of this tiny ass guy. Blackout Zero Invasion? God fucking damn, can I scroll? This is whenever it attacks. Whenever it attacks... Actually... Yeah, we'll do that instead. If this unit attacks, spin an opponent's unit. What's the biggest raw stat right now? I think it's just 80-80. Yeah, it's just 80-80 right now. Also, I'm restructuring the atomic cards a little bit. It's a hand trap that counterplays cards without paying the cost. Yeah, basically. What got 80-80? Just the vanilla. Literally just the vanilla. But yeah, what's it called? So like, I'm restructuring the atomics real quick. What's it called? I'm replacing Overdrive because this already has like 2... Yeah, I'm replacing Overdrive because we already have like Recharge and Meltdown, which are 2 tactics. And I'm kind of sort of following this rule with these 3 archetypes where it's like 4 units, 2 tactics. But what's it called? It's like Atomic Overdrive. I made Atomic Hatchling that like on summon you can tag a unit you control, and if it's tagged, drain 2, call it from drain and draw a card. So effectively, as long as you have charge, you can just keep tagging this thing, and like, what's it called? Tagging this and spending cards to tagging this and like charging cards to draw, and it just draws a shit ton of cards. Atomic Drake is just like, it swings and tags a card. You might have already noticed, Blackout is red zone, but Black encounters himself? Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so we have like this third atomic card. Like, I'm making like the atomic card effect, just if this card is tagged, drain 2, call it from drain, and draw a card. And what's it called? Yeah, I don't know what to make this third card. So if you want to like cook a little bit, then feel free. Yeah, Overdrake still like tags the board. He's been untouched basically. Oh yeah, I remember the thing where it's like he doesn't tag himself. Wait. Yeah, hold on. Oh yeah, no, because it's if that's removed from the board. He triggers and drop. Like, he triggers if he's removed from board, so it doesn't make sense. Yeah. But I'm gonna leave this up on the screen real quick. I'm gonna go take a piss real quick.
If you could see what you do to me, I'd want to be with you in 3D. 'Cause all this time we spent at the sea is not enough for you or for me. Oh, here we go again. Although we both know how this will go. It all feels the same. You're stuck inside my brain. I'm not the one to blame for
Okay, I'm back. Anyway, yeah, he lost the charge 5 if it would be tagged, yeah. Anyway, yeah, if you do a suggestion for that 4th atomic, then like, please, by all means. I have literally no clue what to do with this thing. I'm also reworking. Ooh, voice card. I'm also reworking ants. Yeah. Because they don't have any sort of like extra effect to them. Because like all of these have sort of like floating effects. If this leaves the field, if this leaves the field, like if this gets tagged. If this unit leaves the field, no. Actually, I think these ants, like, I think the ants are strong enough. Because they just, like, you can call an ant from deck. They don't currently have a way to... This is this, but strictly worse. Actually, ants don't really need a card to like call from hand, because this kind of doesn't. Atomic Wyvern, 25. Okay, I'm not gonna do 25. I'm not a huge fan of that. I will do 30. I will do 30 though. I kind of don't want to have like, what's it called? 25, 35, whatever. Okay, so drain 2. Okay. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, there we go. So we'll make it drain 3. There we go. Sort of like SP effect. Tag 2 cards on field until end step. Okay. Field. I gotta get rid of this block. Or its cost for its effect, not its summon. Should we charge 3 or something? Yeah, yeah. So you charge 3. Did not do any ant shit on the Atomic Slayer. Thank the Lord. If this card is tagged, except by its own effect. Drain 2. Call it from drain. Draw 1 card. What's the lore for this game? Since we already have 2 historical figures, is related to history / myth / legends. Which historical characters do we have again? I actually don't remember which character, like which cards are historical figures. None of these that I remember specifically. Excalibur. Oh, I guess like Excalibur, yeah. Excalibur specifically is like, what's it called? Oh, I guess like Newton would be like Isaac Newton or some shit, and like Excalibur would be fucking like Merlin. And yeah, like they're like inspired by. I think there's just not really any sort of overarching lore. Like it's kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh, where there's no like overarching lore. It's like every set of cards has its own lore or something. Yeah, it's Merlin and Arthur, yeah. Anyway. I think this is fine. We'll make Ant 20k. And the Nameless thing is just cool, gives the Nameless here an air of mystery to him. Yeah. Yeah, he's like the MC for the first sort of like lore line or whatever. because we're gonna like what's up? It's like Hexcalibur versus like the Atomics or something. Who are trying to like blow up the world or something. And then like what's it called? Because like there's like a journey without a name. So it all starts with like the Nameless, which is like a vanilla that's like drop 2, so it still has some kind of value. And then like a journey without a name is just like consistency. And then there's a Hexcalibur who kind of just does shit. And then like Hexcalibur, he who eclipses the future. Oh yeah, what's it called? Where's the Oh, I think I ran out of space on this page for like what's it called? You are incredibly uninspired. We're gonna kill you in favor of... Okay. Yeah, there's no... Oh, damn it. There's no space next to it, because, like, it's, like, 4 and then 8 vanillas, so it's, like, perfect. But there's no room for, like, the fusion. There's no room for the mix. Noon's gonna be a Scareclaw level then, I guess? Yeah, he's, like... He's, like, a sort of step on the ladder, right? He's literally... Like I said last stream, he's literally Viral from Gurren Lagann. Actually, yeah, so this would also be the first 90-90. I still don't know what this guy would do. Okay, this is an ant. Oh, these are on the atomic layer, what the hell? Oh, yeah, because these are atomics. There. Yeah. One idea that I had was Newton puts the armor on Atomic Drake to turn into Overdrake. Well, yeah, something along those lines. Sort of like minor kind of lore thing. I mean, okay, I think it would be kind of neat, but I feel like I want like Newton to be like a henchman of like Atomic Overdrake. Yeah. Nah, he is. Like, you know how Kamek uses the magic to make Bowser big, but Kamek's still like the servant? Yeah, that's fair, yeah. Like, I mean, because, like, I really want... Okay, also, thanks for liking everyone who is. I feel like I really, really want Newton to literally, like, beat for beat, just be exactly Viral from Gurren Lagann. He's, like... Initially, he's, like, really strong, but, like, to the higher-ups, he, like, means literally nothing. And, like, eventually, after, like, the entire thing collapses or whatever, he's, like, at the end of his line. He's, like, at the end of his line after the Atomics are defeated. He's in, like, prison or some shit. And then when the world threatens to end... Okay, like, actually, let me just, like, explain Viral real quick. I've been like, oh, Viral this, Viral that. But yeah, basically, so Viral is, like, this guy, right? No, it's... So he's this, like, angry little dude, right? He's like one of the Beastmen. He pilots. What's up? He pilots his like gunmen, right? It has this like sort of big horn thing on. It has this sort of big horn thing on top of it, and it's like rah. And he's got like dual swords and everything. So like he pilots his gunmen, and like what's it called? Simon. Hold. Simon and Kamina come along. Yeah, Simon and Kamina come along, and they like low-key just steal his hat. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me. It's this. These are like two faces. But yeah, low-key, like Simon and Kamina come along, and they just like steal his fucking hat. And then like that becomes like the head of like that becomes like the helmet of like Gurren Lagann, right? So then like they fight the so then they like fight the what's that called? So Simon fights the anti-spiral, Lord Genome. What does Lord Genome look again? He's like a big muscular dude, right? This does not look freaking. Yeah, so he fights and defeats Lord Genome, right? So like the Beastmen kind of just like. So the Beastmen like they kind of don't have their leader anymore. So the humans kind of just like arrest all the Beastmen, and then like what's it called? The actually no, Lord Genome is not the anti-spiral. Yeah, so like Simon defeats the Lord Genome, leader of the Beastmen, right? So then after that happens, the human population finally surges to like over 1 million, which triggers the anti-spiral alarm system, where like every single planet that there are spiral forces. What's it called? Okay, hex field nuclear slash. Drain 10, tag all cards in the field. I mean, what's it called? I think Drain 10 is a bit much for that effect. It could be a tactical card or the artist caliber Newton attacking ones. Yeah. But yeah, so basically the anti-spirals have like this system. What is this? Okay. But yeah, so the anti-spirals have this like alarm system set up throughout the universe where like every planet, like every single planet, they're like these like 11th dimensional beings who have like this alarm system on every single planet where there are spiral life forms, and if their populations ever increase to 1 million, they like immediately stomp them. But like the humans are able to like defeat them or whatever, kind of. They're able to fend them off for just a little bit, but then they have to mount the offensive because it's getting too strong, right? And like in order to like mount the offensive, Gurren Lagann needs 2 pilots, but there is not 2 pilots. There's only Simon. So who else does Simon team up with but Viral, who is put in prison? And then they both pilot Gurren Lagann to defeat the anti-spiral. And like he sort of like joins the good guys. So do they both work together to defeat Atomic Overdrake once it becomes too much for set? No. So what's it called? So basically Hexcalibur, what's it called? So like here's Newton, right? Newton's initially the super big threat that Hexcalibur has to defeat, but then like Hexcalibur like defeats him and like takes his shit, and then Hexcalibur goes and defeats the Atomic Overdrake, and then there's some like bigger, what's it called? Then there's some like bigger threat or whatever, right? That like there's some like, so after they defeat the Atomic Overdrake, all the atomics are like put into like captivity or something because they're like dangerous. And then once some big ass like some bigger bad comes along, who else does Hexcalibur team up with but Newton? And then they go defeat the big bad together. Like Newton realizes how powerful Overdrake is. Not Overdrake. Overdrake is not the big bad. Like the big bad is like after Overdrake. I got 2 new non-archetypal cards based on these events. But yeah. Harak the Skull Crusher. Boss unit that makes up to 2 opponent cards can't be activated. No negates. And after inflict damage to your opponents. I kinda like the direction that you're going, but like those are negates and we don't like that. Non-negates can't be activated. I mean, yeah, but like what's the effective difference is a thing. I mean, I guess like things can like dodge that. It's just, what's it called? Because like a lot of cards could just like dodge that or just like pop themselves out of the way, bounce themselves out of the way, zap themselves out of the way. There are cards that can do that, but like I don't. And I guess like it doesn't affect like lingering effects. Like for example, Overdrake. What's it called? This isn't like an activated effect. It's like, what's it called? Actually, yeah. Yeah, because like also activated effects are like these effects that have costs. Continues to still activate, but for turn then she can't activate quick. Yeah, not quick, but like what's it called? For a turn they can't activate their yeah, I actually like that. How big do we make it? Armor fitting, artwork of Drake in the middle putting the armor on, holding cell, artwork has the atomics jammed into the holding cell. Yeah. How big do we make this guy? Damn, it's 11 PM already. Cool. But yeah, that's actually not terrible. Anyway, I'm gonna like note that down for now because I don't want to word it for now. But it's like 11:07. I've got my first day back from college tomorrow. I don't want to go, but I do have to. And I want to get some actually good sleep in today. But what's it called? Yeah. The effects would have no relation to our archetype, just generics have lore-based artwork. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, thanks for popping in, everyone who's here. I've been Tearlaments Suureva. Today was pretty fun. We did a lot of like reorganizing, but then we cooked up a couple really cool cards. We finished up the first half of the set. Next set, we just got to put in like a bunch of generic stuff, and like, you know, have like a bunch of different other archetypes. Because like I want the other generic stuff to be just as strong as the archetypes, so you don't have to like, you don't have to just play the archetypes, you know. But yeah, how we could have contributed with Wyvern, yeah. But yeah, thanks for watching, anyone who's lurking. Your attention is very much appreciated. Thanks for everyone who helped contribute today, and yeah, like I said, have a good day night, morning, day night, evening. I've been Tearlaments Suureva, and I'm gonna go to sleep because I have college tomorrow. God damn it. Why specify intellect is just solely but for the joke about Hercules wheels? But yeah, bye bye. I think Wyvern may be used generically since it's SP with its SPS effect. Honestly, yeah, it could be used generically. Because like there's no locks. There's no locks. But yeah, anyways. Bye bye. I'm gonna go ahead and end stream now. Alright, get your final words in. But yeah, it would be really cool, yeah, because like a lot of these stuff are like pretty freaking generic. But yeah, bye bye.